switch those back on. Oh, that's them up there. I missed. Did I catch that? That is the police on the right side. I don't know if I was looking away though. That is them. I can't see the car number. On the right side of the street there. They did pass. I think maybe I caught them on the camera footage. I turned over here briefly, so maybe they passed while I was looking over at the Canadian Tire. But that is the police. I just can't see the car number. They're on the right side there. So I'll have to look at the footage to see if I caught it. Maybe my eyes were just like the lens of the camera might have caught it, but my eyes might have been looking in the other direction. I'm not sure. But that was them there, yeah, on the right side. So we'll have to see if I did catch that. I'm going to post it on Twitter again today. I don't know if I did catch it. I may have had my head turned, because when I looked, they were all the way up there, and you know, see the back of the car. It's only 8 now. 8 a.m. Maybe it's because my journey. Yeah, I think I missed that, but I don't know. I'll have to see. I think I did miss it. Police here? I think this is them here. Yeah, this is them here again. So another one here. It's them here. See the car number here? 69. 69 now. 69 now. So there we go this morning. Stalking police, car number 69. Approximately, the timestamp on the glasses is not accurate. It's approximately 8:10 a.m. So there they are there. And the other one went passing the other direction up the street there. So we'll get that on there today. Caught the faces of the creeps too, I believe, too. And their ridiculous mustaches. Nice mustache, Freddie Mercury. Ridiculous. Yeah, so that would be... What was it? Yesterday morning I didn't see them. Then the day before there was like 3 times that day. With another police car up there on the right. I didn't see that pass. I don't know if no, I don't think I caught that. So that's 3 this morning. But 2 of them I don't know if I caught. That one definitely I caught there. That's car number 69. Not the same one as they used the other day, the 73. They used this, and I've seen the 69. That cop there I didn't recognize though, the one I just saw there. I couldn't see who was in the driver's seat. The one with the mustache, I didn't really recognize him. I don't think he's someone I've seen before. I think sometimes they send them to do extra shifts if they're short-staffed or whatever. That's what the female told me before. the block. She told me that she was doing extra hours, and she was normally working in the other area, but they sent her up to Almer because they were short-staffed. So she was doing extra time. As you can hear, over there. Just head in here really quickly. Let's go turn right here. A lot of activity here. Yeah, I have my phone today, so I don't usually carry it. The second police car, car number 31. So another one there. Both directions. When I was coming up this way, they show up toward the store, and then coming back, car number 31 intentionally shows up next to me. You got to ask yourself: do these people ever do any legitimate work? Do they ever? Like literally. All they do is stalk people. Like, that's all they do. Of course not. Why would they be doing anything legit? So they just pulled in there. That's the train station where I'm going. That's the stalking police there. And they're just pulling over to sit there. And that occurred as soon as I left my workplace. That occurred literally as soon as I left my workplace so that I would see it. So the Ottawapolice stalking as soon as I leave work, and then pulling over to where I'm going to be going and just sitting there doing nothing. Again, consistent with the CSIS disruption tactics, what they describe as that. You can clearly see this was done just because I'm getting here too, 100%. I might get a shot of the guy. Yeah, so Ottawa Police getting paid to drive over here as soon as I arrive and just sit in the vehicle doing nothing. I don't think I'll be able to see the criminal though because of where he's positioned, but as you can see they do the same things as others at 7 o'clock. You know what? Let me just see if we can catch a quick look at the car number. It's blocked. Let's take a look from here. Just before I go up. Yeah, they pulled up right as I left work, the drug trafficking police. And I just want to see if I can see the car number. Can't see it from here, it's kind of obscured. There's a bus at like 7:03, so let me see. Quickly get a look here at the car number. Yeah, they pulled up literally as soon as I left work, so it's intentional intimidation again. Oh, there's 2 of them there. Let's see if we can get the number. Some fake incident they set up, obviously. Car numbers are 7336 and 7303. Yeah, it's a fake incident, obviously. So you can see the. Oh yeah, they're here. Yeah, it's a fake incident set up. Street theater. Just gonna catch a glimpse of that. The criminals, yeah, right there. It's gonna go from here. You can see this is intentional. They pulled up literally the moment I left work for this stage play. And of course they're using a community-based agent as they've done countless times too. You can see here. Okay. Got a good view of the goons there. You can see it's all just an act. This occurred the moment I left work, so we got the footage there. Still gonna have time to get the train, and I'm gonna move on. They use all types of people to do these things too, to set up these skits. So obviously that was a skit because, again, literally the car pulled up literally the moment I stepped off sorry, just before. So that it came into my plane of view as soon as I was leaving. But I caught view of the 2 criminal goons there. So that was good. Doing a stage play as usual. And no legitimate work as usual. I think I might still get that bus. The 59 if I can. That's why I didn't stay. I would have stayed longer and recorded, but I could still get the 59. Oh, it's so large. Okay. What's interesting about that little skit they put on is that would almost always be something that the special constables would deal with. So I think they sent the police intentionally, probably because there's so much footage of the constables recently. I guess that's why they switched it, because that's something that they would be responsible for dealing with. The police typically do not deal with situations like that with vagrants on a bus, so they sent them intentionally today, I think just to switch it up. I don't know why their rationale was, but maybe so I'd see them instead, because they know I often put it in the description, Ottawa Special Constable, so they've been in there so much. But I don't know what the reasoning was, but that is something that they would ordinarily deal with, not the police. They have them specifically for, they're supposed to be specifically there for situations dealing with problems on transit and whatnot, or transportation. So that's what their jobs are. Yet they sent the cops today to deal with something that the constables would always deal with. So, I mean, obviously it was fake, but yeah, so that would be something that the special constables would deal with all the time. That's their job. And then a second car arrived just as I came in too. So it's interesting that they sent them though, because that is the responsibility of the special constables all the time. They don't have police dealing with things like that. So that's another thing that stands out. And of course it was fake. You could even see, like, after I came upstairs, the vagrant, they wanted me to see that too. They knew that I would know, obviously, that it was fake. But the supposed vagrant then also comes up and just stands there on the other side, which is just a community-based agent. Could have been a homeless person who they paid a few bucks, who they're exploiting. A lot of these homeless people are part of the communitarian system as well, and they partake in these things. So, yeah, you could see that woman who came along after, who was with the person on the bus. She came up as well, so anyway. Yeah, that was, I don't know why they didn't use the constables. I guess because they've been in so many videos, maybe, I don't know. But that's never stopped them before, so I don't know why they did that today. Maybe they wanted me to sue the police instead, I don't know. But we'll probably see the cops here today. They're inconsistent as well, so we'll see if we can get more footage here. That was good in that I was able to get footage of the two goons though too. The two goons who was there to perform a stage play. So, got footage of the two goons who were sent to perform an acting skit. And, yeah, there, look at that checker who just pulled up over there from a distance. I can't see the car number. Looks like it might, I can't see the number. Could possibly be that 69 car again, but there they are, just as I get here to the grocery store, the Gatineau police again. So as you saw in Ottawa, the police showing up right after I left work, the Ottawa police, and then the Gatineau Stalking police here. Right in front of me over there. You can see them pulling up, just to threaten and intimidate. You can clearly see. I can't see the car number from here. I'm just waiting to go into the grocery store. It's going to open in like a minute. So I stop up here on my way home from work sometimes, so you see them right in front of me there, so just so I'll see them. Again, disruption, what CSIS describes as disruption tactics, using the Stalking Gatineau police. Again, consecutive days there with them, so. Dropping things on the floor, shifting furniture around, banging on the ground. Maybe it was happening before and I didn't hear it because I had my earphones on. But when the volume's a little lower on here, I could hear it. So, it's recording. Let's see if we get more. As you saw previously, they had another guy up there, that stalker, who was doing the same things. So this is 2:30, after 2:30 a.m. you can hear the noise. Continual. They've had other people doing that too, but not as often at this time, late at night, so. You can hear that. 2:30 in the morning, he's banging on the ceiling. Maybe it was going on before and I didn't hear it because I had the earphones on really loud, so. Probably it was going on before. You can hear that, huh? See how long it goes. That
say, bring this person in, and they start doing exactly the same things as the other person is doing. You can tell that proves obviously it's intentional. And that they're putting people in to do these things. So Hello.
Attention. Eastbound train to Blair is arriving. Please stand away from the platform edge. Attention. Le train en direction est vers la station Blair approche. Éloignez-vous du bord du quai.
So that's the third time that person has walked by me. He's kind of circling around. You can see him there, he's like giggling and holding a phone toward me. That's the third time he's walked by in front of me. See that right at the door. As soon as I'm about to go out. Oh, wait a minute. It's timed. As soon as I was about to go up the stairs, you see somebody at the front door. Let's give it a second. Like I said before, there's surveillance in the house, so you can clearly see that there. As soon I open the door, I go up, about to go up, right, somebody right at the front door as soon as I'm about to exit. So, more evidence, you can see there's surveillance in the house. Just give it a minute here. It's gonna take a minute. Second time's a charm. There was somebody right at the front door as soon as I was about to go up. And as I was about to go to the stairs, they were going to go into the front door. So I just went back and waited. Oh, they're still not taking this shit? Oh, man. Okay. I don't know what this. Actually, I'll just take this here. So... Cycle things full. Yeah, okay. I couldn't see who that was. I think it might have been the guy in the unit in the basement. It sounded like someone came down. But yeah, as soon as I went for the stairs, just about to go up to the door, you could see someone coming right outside the door. So surveillance obviously in the home. I've shown it countless times. But they don't do that same thing every night, or it'd be too obvious. So, yeah, you can notice this too. Dark out, freezing cold, and gonna be community watch jogging there. Yeah, and it's icy too. But what else would you be doing? Right? It's icy here. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. I think it doesn't really matter. Essentially, it's just more evidence of how obvious it is that there's surveillance there. So the way they have it, like I said, is everything's monitored in the home. And I think every room is monitored. And it could well be that some of those people are knowingly being monitored as well. They may have agreed to that. I don't know how that works. You only know if you're a part of that system, but I think that's how they, because like otherwise how would they know when they're inside the house and they don't have like some handler watching or whatever? How would they know for sure that they did the assignment that they were supposed to do unless they were being monitored too at all times, right? I think they are, and so that's why they're so. But you can also tell in some cases there's almost like a fear from these people for not, you know, like they have to do these things, and it seems almost like they're very serious about it, put it that way. And so yeah, very serious. By very serious, I mean they seem to have almost fear of repercussions of not getting it right or doing it properly. Because a lot of these things rely on timing so that the person will know it's, you know, purposeful. And there's nothing new there. I've seen it all before. So, now you can see this guy where he is here too, right? This is, of course, right in front of me, right along the way. Where they know I'll be going. He goes running out, and then another person just walking up here. It's freezing cold. You know, most people around here have vehicles. They're not going to go out walking at this time of night unless they're told to. But they always seem to be when I come up here. Where does they go by? So you could see they had the jogger there going up alongside me, and then of course this guy's going to be coming back here just as I leave. Yeah, so I think there's a system with that monitoring inside the home. But the difference is those people have consented to it. You're doing that completely illegally for people who haven't consented to it. And watching people in their home illegally is just beyond criminal. Without their consent. I mean, that's beyond criminal. So yes, there's a lot of deceit that goes into getting the other people to do those things, but there's also a system where it would seem evident that they're being watched as well. You know, I mean, because when you're out somewhere, it's true that they could have somebody monitoring them to ensure that they do things properly. Somebody close by. I think a lot of times that is the case. But how do they know that they're doing it in the home? How do they know that they're following instructions? Well, they would have to be monitored too in the home, right? So that system's probably already in place with all the talk about, you know, you'll own nothing and everything you do will be monitored. It's just they haven't let the people who they want to harass in this way in on it, because they already decided long ago that those people, they want to destroy them before the real, you know, moving into the true system of what they have in place. So it would make sense that they're monitored too, and that there's generally monitoring inside the homes. Because how would they know that he did that properly otherwise? He could just say that he did it and not do it, right? You know, certainly there's situations where these people, who would want to do something like that? You know, I guess maybe there's some people who would, but I think there's a lot who wouldn't really want to bother doing something like that. So there would have to be some monitoring system for him. Maybe it's with his phone. Could be with his phone where they see where he is, or something like that. Maybe he records himself doing it. That's a possibility too. Or maybe there's monitoring of them going on. Yeah, see again at the end of the cemetery, they got a vehicle parked there. Maybe there's monitoring of them going on, but oh, yeah, look at where it is too. So cemetery at nighttime, this is where I always walk through. Right where you exit there, you see they've got somebody just to drive up and park a car there, idling in front of the cemetery. So that I'll know it and I'll see that it's intentional. You can see very clear. Okay, so I'll go around. These stupid games tonight. I'll just go around here. I guess I could just go down that way too. Yeah. You can see where it's parked. I've shown you, so this is the second or third time this week that they've done this. Last night they had a person blocking the entry over there on that side. I'll just walk down here and I'll cut across. Yeah, last night they had a person blocking the entry on the left. And some guy runs in front of me from over there to go over to where that person is. So you can see they got it. That's obviously the entrance of the cemetery. After 8 p.m. there's a sign right there saying that the cemetery is closed. Now I just cut through here to go to the street, just to cut across as a shortcut. But this guy drives in here knowing that it's closed, seeing the sign, and just parks there idling. I showed it too. So this is second or third time this week. It might be the third time this week that they've had somebody drive into the cemetery at night time. And that's just a weird and creepy thing to be doing, and it's meant so that I'll see it. You can see there. And I'm just cutting across to go to the street, but like I said, when you're dealing with one of these CSIS criminal harassment campaigns, everywhere you go, they have to put people there to do fake surveillance, illegitimate surveillance. And it's all about making the person who they're harassing feel uneasy, etc. So we'll see if there's, yeah, you can see there's a guy standing by, looks like there's a guy standing by it. So, see, that's where I'd be coming around. So I would normally go around there and then come out through the gates there at the front. So last night they had a person over here. And then as I got down there towards the end of the pathway, a guy from that fence there comes through the fence and walks in front of me. Of course, so I'll see it. Cutting through the cemetery again after 9 something, I don't know, p.m. in a dark cemetery, and then they had a car idling there on that side, down there, just parked there. So we'll cut across here. I think he's still there, yeah. Cut across here. I can't really see if there's a pathway to. Actually, I could go right through the street this way, I guess. Technically, there's a pathway here. I'll just go through here. But yeah, there's a sign right there when you enter that says closed to the public after 8 p.m. Despite that, on 2 consecutive nights, you have people who have taken it upon themselves just to drive in there and idle in different areas of the cemetery. So we can see for sure that's obviously part of the fake surveillance thing, and that's what these people are told to do. And again, it's also letting me know that they know exactly which way I take to go to work. But the people who they use to do these activities are utterly incompetent, and many of them are drug addicts and criminals. So, and they're given specific gaslighting training too. So this is it might be the 3rd night this week. I'll have to look at the footage. I think there was somebody on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to take a look at the plate here. That plate number there. Well, briefly, just, that's the bus. I'm not going to catch that one anyway. Let's take a look at the plate number. Plate number, see, you can see the sign here, okay. 20H, so that's 8 p.m. Open to the public till 8 p.m. Okay, so E55ZLB is the plate number of the vehicle. You can see where it's positioned. I'm not going to wait here and film for how long it's here, but I could do that, I guess. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that for a minute. Let's just wait here. Just going to stand on the sidewalk. We'll see the police here. You can clearly see that's been parked there because they knew I was coming through there. There's no one else who walks that route at night. And it's just for fake surveillance and to harass and intimidate as I'm on my way to work there. So we'll see the drug trafficking, crime enabling police drive up here too, if I stay for any amount of time. I'm just going to wait here, show you how long this weird creep is going to just sit here idling. Time is now 9:20. No one would do this normally, as you know. I mean, it's closed. I just showed you the sign there, right? Closed after 8 p.m. Now, I just cut along the path to come through as a shortcut to the street, but also to show you that, like I said before, if I do that with any consistency, they'll send people in, even when it looks ridiculous like this. So to sending people into a park partially blocking the pathway in a closed cemetery after, what is it, 9:21 p.m. We're going to record here, take our time. So it's E55ZLB is the plate number of this person. And they're breaking the rules of the cemetery also by idling and loitering there after it's closed. But they've been told they can break laws and break the rules as long as they're part of this CSIS harassment campaign. And we'll just wait a few minutes here, give them some time. Actually, I'm going to move it down a little bit so it doesn't seem like I'm right at the edge of the pathway there. Just see how long the skit drags on for. If I would have crossed over, this person would be gone by now. Yeah, look at right? So he's been given the go-ahead. Oh, he's going to park up there now. Okay. So, you can see the sign here, it says it's closed after 8 p.m. And still going to monitor, just keep watching what this person's doing, because this is creepy activity here anyway, in general, right? I mean, he's essentially, well, the gates are open, but like I said, there's a sign there that says it's closed after 8 p.m. to the public, so this is at least the second night in a row that they've had somebody in here breaking the rules of the cemetery just because I'm coming through here. And you can see he drove up a little bit because he saw that I was kind of standing there recording. So. Got the plate number though anyway. So we'll see the police along here. I'm just going to wait here. Actually, I'm going to wait off to the side here so it's not too obvious. It's a public sidewalk, so we'll record them. 10 minutes, give or take. Actually, let me take a look over from this vantage point out here. I wonder what the view is like from down here. You'll see somebody will come down that street there too if I come up here. I don't often spend a lot of time recording like this, but if I have a bit of time I'll do it just to show you how long they're just told to do that. So you saw it tonight as I was about to leave. As soon as I go to the door, someone comes to the front door and show you how long there. It's all because he's been told to stay there until I pass through. Check this out now too, okay? So in there, on that side, and then this here, on this side. Because I was going to come around and film it from this way. You see they got a car idling here too. Yeah, you can see both sides here. So this one here is G14DKC. And it's just idling at the side of the road here because they knew I was going to come around here. I'll just go up from here. Yeah, see, now look at where that one's positioned, okay? And then look at where this one is here. Yeah, and right as I get here too. So I'm going to monitor this creep from here. You can see how that was signaled, that was, you know, precisely timed too. So, because they saw I was coming back around, so they had a slave. One of their slaves go over and park and just idle and wait there. So you can see him on that side there.
See the guy who crossed over just in front of me and got on right where I was. He's also getting off at the same stop as me here. See if he's going to go to the same destination too, maybe. And look at his position here as we get here. Right as I get here. Oh, the stage place they have set up here. This is right as I get there, positioned at the intersection and. Okay. Wearing the camouflage that he was told to wear. Make sure you put your military camouflage pants on. Do as you're told. I think I have time to walk down there, but I don't know if maybe I'll just wait here. Oh, there you go. Police? Yeah, police right here. Police, as I'm waiting for the bus, you can see. 7467 police. Right as I'm waiting for the bus here, you can see it arriving there. You can see it's dead, there's no one else around, so obviously that was intentional. Car number 7467. I'll just show you the street here just to show you how dead it is. So you can see that was an intentional drive-by for threatening and intimidation. Just take a look here. All quiet down there. And down here, nothing as well. So I expect this guy's going to start banging on the ceiling and dropping stuff down tonight or this weekend. I'll just record it, and if it happens again, I'm just going to get to let the landlord know about it. I suspect there's a possibility the landlord's already been informed that I might call it up, but either way, we'll document for my records that conversation, and I will record my interaction just to show that I've spoken to him about it, and also record it to show how unnatural it is and how it's obviously being done with intent. Also had that conversation on record with the other tenant there who I told about that it was occurring too. I think this is the police up here. Looks like it might be them. Yeah, I think that's the cops up there. See how quiet everything else is here too, just like in Ottawa when let's go back, let him drive out. He has the whole open way there, so I guess he's just going to wait for me to come down there. Yeah, so he can pull out. The road's completely open. This is the police here, you'll see. I'll just turn and you'll see them go by here. I'll just turn here. Right at 69. 69. Looks like that cop who they sent to park in front of the house too. Officer, what's her name? Bullion or whatever. The same cop that they sent to respond to the harassment of that guy on multiple occasions. I think that was her there. So she's driving car 69 today and showing up to Stalk as I come down here. You'll see her in numerous other videos. They sent her to park in front of the house intentionally just to sit there till I came home. And then they also sent her back intentionally, obviously, when I called about that guy who was literally following me continually everywhere I would go and showing up and trying to provoke fights and blocking the front door and attempting to provoke altercations, and also having threatened violence against me, which I showed the police evidence of him having threatened violence against me. That female officer still didn't want to help and went out of her way to take the side of the person who was involved in the harassment. So not only do you have completely incompetent people in these positions, you have people who are told to protect criminals. And so that was her. I'm pretty sure that was her this morning in that vehicle there. Looked like her anyway. I'll have to look at the footage and see. Car number 69 is one that they use quite regularly to stalk as well. So yeah, you can see she had no interest in assisting, and she wanted to do everything possible to protect that guy who she was told to protect anyway. And finally, when the other cop begrudgingly said to her, okay, you know, it looks bad, he took her aside, I think, that day and said, you know, it's going to look bad because they know I had documentation of me showing them video footage of him making a threat of violence. So if they don't even offer me the opportunity to press charges for that threat, it looks really bad on them. And so that's why I record every interaction with them, because if they're not going to do their jobs, you have that. And she just looks, I mean, the way she conducts herself is not only childish and unprofessional, it's just unbefitting of anyone in a public service position. But these are the types of people who they have. And they're not interested in assisting anyone in any legitimate way unless they're protected by the system. So you don't have legitimate police who do legitimate work to protect the public at all. And once the intelligence agencies like CSIS are involved, they put these criminals into these situations, promising the criminals that they'll be protected when they break laws, harass people, threaten violence against people. And so they've been promised that the police will protect them. And when finally I did press those charges against him, a couple months later, I get a letter in the mail saying simply that the charges had been dropped. They weren't going forward with them, and they didn't provide any reason why, because I had showed them ample evidence of him criminally stalking me, showing up in all different areas, trying to provoke altercations, making a threat of violence against me. So instead of, you know, having a legitimate judicial system, which is there to uphold the law and protect people, the judicial system in Quebec just simply dismissed the charges while providing no reason why. So you know, again, CSIS and the intelligence agencies involved in that, and you can see the type of pull they have. And it really delegitimizes the whole system in the country in general. So the more of that evidence you can get, showing the people who agree to this and take part in this is very beneficial. And it just shows how incompetent and criminal the police are, protecting criminals, drug dealers, who are also connected with CSIS as well, although indirectly, because the intelligence agencies ensure that all the narcotics get into the country. And the police also make sure that selected drug dealers can operate freely, provided that you know, high-level officers get their cut of the money, and people within the intelligence agencies also, of course, get their cuts of the money too. So that's how it operates. The media also has to play their role in completely covering these things up and not reporting on them. And when they do report anything to do with the police and drug trafficking, it's just a planted story that's been planted by the same intelligence agencies who are involved in the operating the whole system with regards to drug trafficking. So they have to plant a story every now and then just to make people think that, you know, some actions are being taken to deter this activity. The reality is it's not. And it's way, way, way worse than a lot of people know. So they don't like information like that being conveyed, and that's why people who convey information like that that's truthful get shadow banned, because all these platforms are also you know, pretty much controlled by the aforementioned intelligence agencies, who are literally imposing tyranny in all of the Five Eyes countries and restricting rights. And of course they want all rights on all rights online shut down. You can see what's going on here now as soon as I arrive here. Let's just go up here and see how this is set up here too. Just on the cops there around. I've got to stop right here too. Just all in act. See if she's situated right there as they come around. So anyway, yeah, so that's what they want to do. Those people want all freedoms online restricted because they don't want the truth of what they're involved in exposed. So they're the ones who want the digital ID system, and they just want to make it so that only their controlled people can have any access online to anything. So that system is all through Deceit. It's basically the same system they have set up in communist China, and it's just about restricting all freedom of speech and making you follow these insane, it's literally totalitarianism. That's what it is, and they're already manipulating and controlling information in a way that is previously not seen before. It's, I mean, when you look things up on Google, you're literally coming into a time when everything is an aversion, just like what is predicted in Orwell's 1984. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength.